smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run toward the wind and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Right as I went to go live, the battery ran out of my microphone again. That's okay. Let me also turn off the sound, my facial expressions. Hold on a minute, I know why you can't hear me. That's totally what that was. You're just jamming to the music. Yeah, absolutely. Hi. Hi everyone. Welcome. Hopefully you can hear me now. It looks like you can hear me. I hope you're all doing well. Looks like my system has frozen. I'm just going to keep going just on the off chance that it hasn't frozen. We have been having some internet problems here, so hopefully I Oh, Denise, I love this. Maybe today you should do the live with interpretive dance. Pretty. Hi everyone. Yes, I did it. Yes. See, I'm got everything set up. Good morning to Ellie, Marcy, Shannon, Katie, Denise, Christina, Nadilla, Julie, Mummy K. Mummy K. Why does that sound familiar? Ruth, hello Twitty, Tracy, Just Us Girls Crafting, Jess, Eileen, Laurie. Oh no, Laurie's got COVID. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well though, but COVID is just not fun. I was trying to, hi Michael, who's also in the chat. Hi Elizabeth. Yeah, there is a live, obviously, because now we are, but I added it a little bit later than I thought it was already in YouTube, but it apparently wasn't. Hi Nina, Erin and Katie and Elizabeth, and I think I've gotten everybody else, Marcy, Christina, Cindy. Yay, welcome to everyone. Oh, and happy birthday to Just Us Girls Crafting for tomorrow. Yeah, hi. Let me take these off because I need like a filter. Whew, okay, so what's been going on? I just realized I forgot I've created 2 videos to show you all today, and I completely forgot to drag and drop them into the schedule, so I'll have to do that just in a second. It's just some like behind the scenes on how I create some of the papers and the artwork and things like that. So I just wanted to share it with everybody. Because I started mentioning last week when I was talking about, I think it might have been sweet art and the papers. And I said, I've got a video. I'm sure I've got a video somewhere where I created that. I own it. It was the, I have it all in front of me. If you want to see it all, I can do a really quick flip through. I did a full flip on Instagram the other day. I just couldn't wait. I'm so sorry. I couldn't wait. I was so excited because it literally just arrived. But it's like it's a video of this, but I didn't record the whole creation of it. So it's like halfway done, and like all the details and adding all that wasn't in this video, unfortunately. So it's sort of like a half cooked, but I will load it in so that I can show you all. Threw a reminder up. Thank you so much, Christina, for doing that. I answered a post because I thought it was already in there, and that's how it popped up for me. It's funny. I get some reminders and not others, some notifications and not others on Facebook. It's really odd. And then because I was preparing, I basically jumped in, jumped out, and like done. So I'll jump back into Facebook. A little bit later today. Thank you, Nina. And yeah, thank you actually for your comments in the Facebook group too. So definitely feeling the love from those as well. Karen, yay! I love seeing your behind the scenes videos. Yeah, it's like a video basically of me retouching, editing, pulling together from all the bits and pieces that I get given for artwork, because a lot of my artwork I get given is like a whole bunch of little bits and pieces. So when I get them, there's still a whole heap of work to be done because I've got ideas in my brain and then I've got to make them work. And then I can still tell that I'm sort of down and out a little with COVID brain because yesterday I tried to rotate something. It's kind of embarrassing. I tried to rotate something and I couldn't work out why it wasn't fitting. And it's because I'm working with a 2D object and in my mind it was 3D, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? It's like, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. So yeah, it's, I'll have to show you, that's another recording for another day because that's for the Riviera kit, which is coming up soon. But today I've got 2, one for that screenshot and another one which is for Mermaid Shores. And this is so true. Like, Facebook is random and it does not work that way. Absolutely agree. Sometimes it says to me, you've got a notification for a post in your group. and it says it was 20 minutes ago, and it was actually 4 days ago. And I'm like, how does this help, Facebook? How does this help? Anyway, so yeah, that's all happening. This arrived, and this. So I was actually really nervous opening this on air because sometimes it takes a couple of kits for changes to go through or for changes to be understood correctly, or for me to get my ideas across, etc., to my suppliers. And it came out so good. it like, if you want me to flick through things, I do have them here. I'll like, aren't they pretty? Hold on. That's not how you're meant to sit. There we go. But it is just like, oh, it is so gorgeous and delicious. And I did promise that I was going to start doing the stamping videos individually, and which I will do it as they start arriving. So the majority of people have got their stamp sets. Well, not, hopefully the majority anyway. So, where's my mouse? There we go. So yeah, that's the kit. It's so pretty. Okay. Yep. Mine does that too. I have less than 1,000 members in a group, and they don't post very often, but it's annoying when I miss them for days when they do post. Yeah, I mean, we have a fairly active group. Thank you to everyone. Pardon me. Thank you to everyone who posts and shares and comments and sends love and everything in there. But for some reason, Facebook just feels like it's not necessary to let me know when stuff is happening. Hi.
Hi.
Are you joining us today?
Only if you want me to.
Yeah.
I can talk about kit pricing just briefly, but I'll do it when you need. I'll do it now. You needed to add some things in. You said I thought it might give you a few seconds.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. Except I've got it, like, I wasn't sure if you were joining, so I've got the video all the way over.
That's right.
And I didn't move all the stuff out of the way.
I can slide.
I wasn't. Are you business on the top and sleeping on the bottom?
Nobody will know if you don't betray me.
Nobody knows. No, well, you started back there. Couldn't they see you, or did the...
No, I slid in. I'm deliberate. Stop licking me. Listen.
You can lick me.
Yeah, lick her.
Hello.
She's okay with it.
Hi.
I'm a germaphobe.
Hi. Oh, you're so sweet. Why don't I put her on my lap so that way she doesn't lick you? This is what happens.
Then
You
I'll
fed
have to
her.
sit that way.
You fed her what? Yummy food. Yummy meat.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I was going to come in with a very quick update on...
Do you want me to take her?
subscription issues. No, she's okay.
Okay.
On not subscription issues, because you've got my update hopefully in the group, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about pricing on the website, because it's been a bane of our existence for a little bit of time.
A little bit?
About
Our website has
a couple of years.
Driving us nuts for ages.
It has. So I was going to do that while you do whatever background stuff you mentioned you needed to do.
Yes.
That way you're set up.
Yes.
And you don't have to feel like the pressure of doing two things at once.
Yes, except I might accidentally throw it over the top.
It'll be right.
Okay. If I do, just stop and...
I've prepared a really lovely graphic. I have.
It's very pretty.
Thanks. I used my favourite colours. My favourite colours are white and a pinky purple.
Okay, I'm going to try and do this. You can...
I can talk?
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know until I literally throw
Alright.
it in over the top if it's going to, like...
Very good. So,
ruin everything.
I guess the main thing I wanted to talk about today is that we have, for a long time, had a desire to give our subscribers a benefit with pricing on our kits. But unfortunately, the realities of our website is that we have not been able to fulfill that desire.
Well...
Because what we've done is we've essentially given everyone the subscriber pricing.
Yes. I was going to say, we have been giving them the discounts. Just everyone's been getting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, while I've been putting my head in the sand and trying to stay away from most things, I have had a bit of time to fix up that particular pricing issue. So, which is good, I guess. Also means that I've got a very long queue of things to do. but that's okay. We'll get to it. And thank you all for being very patient with me. But the subscriber pricing should now be fixed on the website. It is reliant on tags on your customer account, but it should be working. So if you look at the any random past kit on the website, you should see a price that reflects your status as a subscriber. So essentially what you should be seeing, if you are a subscriber, you'll see a past kit at $56.95. If you're a non-subscriber, that will be $61.95. And if you were to buy those bits and pieces on their own, that would be $89.95. We priced that. That's what we priced it at.
I thought it was close to 100.
It was $93.45, but I didn't like that number, so I made it $89.95 because it's a weird number.
And that was like, we did that pricing a while ago too. Before
here is
like, there's been a few
my
pricing
lovely
updates.
graphic,
and that's my lovely camera.
And that's your lovely camera. I gotta hold it straight somehow. There we are. So essentially, that's what you should see. So I guess the ethos and the methodology behind it is that the cheapest way to purchase a kit is to continue to purchase it as the subscription, so when it's available. The next cheapest way to purchase the kit is when you're a subscriber. After that, you can still purchase the kit, but you don't get the advantage of those price discounts. So that's in place. We are sort of going through a price change at the moment, so those prices will bump back up a little bit shortly, because I have given us our subscribers a bit of a discount in the short term on those past kits, because at the moment the pricing should be $61.95 for a past kit that's not an active kit anymore. I know.
I haven't had enough coffee this morning to follow that.
Anyway, so just because I was very happy with myself, I got that working. I put those prices
Good job.
in like that. I'm very happy.
Good job.
Very happy with myself. And I was able to fix melody pricing as well. So melodies, yeah, that's my that's my color palette. The melody pricing should all be fixed as well. I think I got them all. I've got the melodies and the TNs. I might not have gotten, if there's any weeks planners left, I might not have done those.
I don't think there's any left, is there?
I think there might be some Books and Botanicals weeks left. We'll see. Anyway, so the kit pricing has been fixed on the website. I haven't yet gotten to the sticker kit pricing because that's a little bit more icky, but I'm going to get to that next. And yeah, that should be that when it comes to past kit pricing. So hopefully you're able to see that on the website. You should on the website see it as crossed out pricing. So if you're a subscriber and you're logged in, you should see the $89.95 number crossed out because that's the value of the kit, I guess. You should also see the $61.95, which is the just every person off the street price crossed out. And then you'll see $56.95 as your subscriber pricing as the price for you as a subscriber who is logged in. Obviously, if you're not logged in, it won't show. At the moment, the test is just active subscriber. Over time, we'll move to have that rolling with the kits, so you have to have subscribed to one of the last two kits to access the active subscriber pricing. That's a little more complicated, but it's achievable with what we've got now. So I'm very happy. If I were in a dancing mood, I'd do a happy dance.
Sorry, I'm trying
There you go.
not to overthrow you. I don't think I've overthrown you. So
No, that's okay. I can see in that little window there that I'm still alive, and everyone's got a picture of my lovely mug.
Yep.
So that's kit pricing. I hope that all makes sense and is easy to navigate. And I guess the ethos that we've got has always been the same, which is the cheapest and best way to purchase a kit from us is going to be by being subscribed when that kit is released. The next best option is to buy it as a subscriber.
Yeah.
And there we have it. So that's kind of that. If you didn't catch the Facebook update, and I know that we have enough issues with the Facebook algorithm, so I'm sure lots of other people do. The sweet art kit, this lovely thing, is shipping. Well, it should have. I haven't had my update with them. That's a Wednesday thing, but they should be shipping right now.
Yeah.
They'll probably be showing us in the black hole of Secaucus.
Yeah. Somebody said, I did see a message where somebody was like, the kid's in Secaucus, and somebody went, we're not allowed to say that word here. I thought that gave me a bit of a giggle.
It's the mail routing portal that shall not be named.
Yeah, you're just getting a bit of love.
Yeah, thanks everybody. And yeah, so that's kind of it for kit pricing. And when we do any sort of future special releases, which kind of we're still in the planning phases of, that'll be a similar kind of approach to how we do that. So if you purchase it up front without seeing much, you'll get a better price than towards the end.
I wasn't listening because I was like working on stuff, but did you answer this from Katie?
I did.
Cool.
I don't. You were moving things with the mouse. I couldn't put it up. So.
Oh, no, that's okay. As long as you've answered, that's good. Are there any Sweet Art kits left?
There will be, but they won't be released yet until they've all been dispatched.
There we go. Yeah, because we want to make sure that at least the majority of people have theirs before we release the last sort of bits and pieces that we have.
Yeah.
She's doing smellies. So yeah, that they won't be up for a little while yet, I believe. But what was put up yet was Planner Love. Planner Love's
been there for a while.
Okay. It just wasn't in the right spot on the website.
But right? Lots of people had bought it.
Oh, okay. Lots of people went searching.
Clearly hadn't messed up that badly.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
It was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen Kimberly's question specifically, but I have I've been dodging the customer service queue for the last 2 weeks, just because I've been dodging a lot of things in life for the last 2 weeks. Last 12 months really. Anyway, we've had a bit of an epiphany.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Working on things at the moment.
I'll have a look at it.
And that's what the message was in the Facebook group a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. I hope you've at least gone in and seen all the wonderful support in there.
No, I've been avoiding all social media. I just went in yesterday to update. If I'm ignoring your messages, I also ignore Sam's messages because I'm trying to avoid all of that area.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's when you do eventually find the headspace to jump back in, make sure you read that post. Like all the comments on that one. Because there's a lot of love in there for you. A lot of understanding, so thank you.
Thanks.
Mermaid Shores is what's taste. So whatever is on the website is what you get when you subscribe. So I'm hoping to swap it over on the 20th this month. So I'm thinking of just moving it out for a little bit onto the 20th just until I catch up a little bit better. Because that gives me a little bit more breathing room. Yeah. Which we hadn't spoken about, but that's the plan. My package missed the truck. I don't.
I'll have a look at it, Kimberly. I don't know. I'll have a look.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Except he's not reading my messages either. So.
Print it out on a nice piece of paper, preferably a really lovely shade.
A fluorescent purple.
It's not fluorescent.
Fluorescent magenta?
Listen, we all relax in our own ways, okay? And for
Fuchsia.
me, that's relaxing.
Fuchsia. And that's fine. Yay, thanks, Laurie. Hit the like button. Yeah, so, he is catching up.
You know what else is relaxing?
Yes.
So our son Lachlan, for those who don't know, is autistic and he loves to draw. He particularly loves to draw characters from his favourite show, which is Bubble Guppies.
Yeah.
And this is his interpretation of either President Fuzzy Fish or Admiral Fuzzy Fish. It's difficult to tell.
It depends on how far through the episode it is.
Yeah. Anyway.
Are you going to show some of the video? Press play.
I can't.
Oh.
Because it's interspersed with me trying to talk to him through messages, and I don't have the dexterity to do it that way.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But anyway, that's my favourite little thing to look at. Except he deleted a bunch the other day when I landed in my iPad.
Oh, and then
and then he's like, Dad, you can't have that.
Yeah, and then yesterday his iPad died in the morning, so we had to do a really quick run to Apple to get his everything working again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he it really is a great drawing. So he actually like animates it and everything, and he does it all in Procreate, and he's just like just like that screenshot. Like just show that screen.
All right. Getcha.
So like for example, there's
not focusing, Sammy.
there you go.
There we are.
So like as you can see, like in some of them the eyes have moved, the face has changed. It just like yeah. I've asked him several times to teach me how to draw, but apparently I'm beyond saving because he just tells me no and laughs at me. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah. He does a great job. That's his passion. So
yeah.
One day, hopefully, he finds a job as an animator somewhere.
Absolutely.
Or whatever he wants to do, really.
That's it.
Yeah.
It takes after Sammy. I cannot draw, but I can. I don't know. There's a word, digital artist, I think is, what I sort of class under.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just saw a comment up here from Sandra.
This one?
If you've messaged me, it's in the queue, Sandra. I'm sure I'll get to that. I hope this week. We'll see.
And there's no point in asking
we'll
me
sort it out.
because
I'm a pretty nice bloke usually.
I have
Mostly. No endorsements. Sam doesn't think so.
You are. To be honest, unless Michael flags something specifically for my attention, I don't check customer service because I don't have time. I've been trying to catch up on all the downloads, all the kit art, and somehow fit in the new release, brief 3 new kits and work on Christmas and Halloween. So I literally...
I was about to ask how Halloween was coming along.
I've got all the art.
I was just speaking to Izzy about it. Showed me a few things.
It's pretty. It's amazing. So I'm already working 16 hours without jumping into trying to catch up on what he knows and the customer service and all that sort of stuff. So
somebody asked about the travel inserts.
Oh, yep. See, this I can answer though. Update on Bobby. Yes. So it'll be out by then. That's fine. So what I've actually done is...
Will she have time to print it and use it?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
So the new way I'm doing inserts is actually much, much quicker. So I think last week I actually previewed this. These are uncut because I'm going to video... Hold on. I'm going to video putting them together so that it shows... let me just hide that because that's... because I want to show people how to put these together really quickly, really easily. And the great thing is the new process that I've created, because I literally looked at how I currently do them and went, I'm so far behind, I'm never going to catch up. I need to re-engineer the whole thing, which is what I've done. And, oh, sorry, hope I didn't give you a paper cut. But
Gave me like 6.
Yes, not good. But I've already done Sweetheart, which normally it would take me probably about 5 or 6 hours to sort of get the next lot of inserts done. This probably took me around about half an hour to an hour, plus proofing. There's a lot of proofing. But I haven't had anybody come back. This is one of the reasons why I said put the comments on the inserts on that thread, because I had that sending me notifications specifically in Facebook so that if there was an issue, I could change it really quickly and then I can batch through a whole bunch of them all at once. So I've already got Dream Chaser pretty much ready to go. I think I need to make 2 changes to that and that's ready to go. And that's like 3 months in the space of 2 days. So 3 months worth of inserts. The theme.grid is also coming. I just want to get these ones up first. Yeah. And then also I think there was some of these two, because these two are very similar colors, so I did these 2 first. But there's also other printables which you can download, which have been added to the collections. And I have updated on the website. If you go under themes by year, that has been updated. Unfortunately, the themes listing, which was that gorgeously long table that took me forever to do because it's all linked, cannot be updated. It adds rows to the bottom and not to the top. So I would have to literally shuffle everything down or edit the code to change that table every month. And that's
annoying.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that until I'd put in all, 58, 60 rows. Yeah.
Bugger.
So I'm slowly merging the data that was in that table into the prettier listing, which is much easier for me to update. So that's where, if you go into that, you'll be able to find it there.
Well, they look good. Well done.
Thanks. I'm pretty proud of them. I can't wait to cut them up. So yeah, they're over there on my little Instagram desk, so I can show that off.
We've missed a few comments. Do you want to just scroll slowly? And we can...
These I think are for Lockie. Wow, he does a great job. That's the Bon Voyage. Yeah, so I'm slowly backtracking, and I will get back to Bon Voyage.
That was the question you answered.
Yes. He is so much higher functioning than my son. Love the drawing. I think just on that, he still has very, very high support needs. This is his way of communicating with the world. So he loves his drawing. This is how he sees the world. He sees it in pictures, doesn't he? And it's beautiful.
I know, he's never told me.
Well, he seems like when we go out, he takes lots of photos.
That's true.
And that's what makes him happy. So, it's there's a lot more to it than that, but we wanted to, show you how amazing he is, as well as, some of the stuff, because we sometimes talk about the struggles as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That's lovely. Yes, I have seen that. There's a lot in the we need to do list. This is the other thing. This is why I haven't jumped in and helped in the customer service queue, because I literally have to get through all these other designs that I need to do. We will get there. I'm so glad that the Halloween release is really going to happen this year. You and me both. I have wanted to do one since our first year. So it has been a long time coming, because Halloween is one of the times a year that I actually really enjoy. Like, it's so much fun. So much fun. Hopefully Lockie wants to walk around this year.
We'll see.
Great, yeah, and the inserts. Yeah, haven't. Ooh, yay! I can't wait to see what you do. Yeah, they're flipped over as well to match the new sticker books, because they've got the column on the left, which was part of the big redesign, so it all had to fit the column better.
Huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now we're getting requests for pretty much everything as a melody.
No.
We definitely can't do everything as a melody. They're very expensive to purchase.
Melody subscription, maybe.
I'm just thinking about all the work that entails.
Well, the lead times are the biggest problem.
Yes, this is true.
Because it takes like 10 weeks between ordering and availability.
Yeah.
So if you could do a subscription like a quarter in advance, that would secure the numbers that we need to make them.
But there's pretty high numbers though. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Possibility.
It's possible, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Is a Halloween release including a melody? We hadn't actually spoken about that, so we'd have to speak about that. I know that a lot of people really get into Halloween and do like it. I think a full-size melody might be too much, like it just might be too big, but maybe like something smaller, like a jacket or something like that might be a better idea. Because a melody is designed to fit close to a year or such in it. Here we go. This just negates what I said. I would use a Halloween melody all year round, just saying. Thanks, Christine. Quarterly melody. Oh, quarterly release melody. Yeah, but then we have the problem of which one do we pick?
Well, I don't have the problem. You have the problem.
This is correct.
Don't add things to me when it's really not my decision.
This is what we're doing for the next one. So we're going to trial or pre-order. Problem is we still have really, really high minimums. Yeah, and if we don't hit those minimums, it's really scary because we still have to pay for those minimums even though it's a pre-order, or we have to refund and lose money through the refund. So it's there's a whole lot in there. But we are doing Annex as a pre-order. Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was all I wanted to do was come in and talk a little bit about website thingamabob, which I did.
And customer service, which you did.
And give you some time to get your videos queued up, which I think you did.
I think I did. I'm about to find out. I'm about to find out.
I'm out of here. I'm going to leave you with this one for a bit. And I was going to specifically look up Kimberly's request. All right.
Yep.
I'm on it.
Cool. See ya.
I got to roll out so you don't see my trousers.
Oh, I'll roll in. There we go. Okay. Where am I? It's a shame Notable Merch Co. Couldn't do melodies. Yeah, so all the designs on Notable Merch Co. are like they're preset, cut, and all that sort of stuff. So we actually don't really get a choice on that, what the base product is, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would not stop. I'm just going to enter this before I go on to the first preview. So how do I change the address to send my subscription to? So if you go to, if you log in to your account and then go to manage subscription, it's like one of the first buttons up there, you need to change it there. Now, if you're placing orders for subscription and non-subscription products, so just like normal order products, it's got two different management places because of how the subscriptions are managed on our website. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I'm going to show the first preview. Okay, before I do that, actually, I'll bring this up because this is a really good one. What if you did quarterly melodies and we vote on with favorites? We could do that, but by the time we vote, it would be 2 to 3, like what Michael was saying, 2 to 3 months until we actually get those products. And if you've got like 50% saying, I would get, or 51% saying I would get this, and everybody else saying the other one, we would think, we're going to have enough people ordering for that, but it doesn't always translate to orders, which is, it's so difficult. We'll work it out. We'll get there. Okay, so I'm going to try and share. So the first one's already got sound built in. So I'm going to share, because we're selling the mermaid kit still, I'm going to show you some of how I put the mermaid stuff together. So this was this paper, before I show it off, this paper did go through a bit of a modification at the end. You'll notice that there is an item in the middle of it, and that was taken out so that you could put your own item in the middle. It'll all make sense when you see it. So enjoy. So that was a little bit of an insight into what I do for a lot of the papers at the moment, except for like the standard like little pattern papers and things like that. So anything that's a scene, that's sort of an example of how we create it here. And you can sort of see me dropping in all the little bits and pieces of the art that I get, that I work together with my artist to create. So yeah, thanks, Karen. It's so incredible to see some of the work behind the details on a single page. Yeah, and there is so much detail in there, and like that was super sped up. So I think that took me a good couple of hours to sort of do in total. So yeah, thank you so much for like sharing the love on my little speed edit there. I was happy that I had that one all in its entirety, from the start to the finish of the edit. That I believe that paper in the actual kit doesn't have the turtle in the front because I wanted you to be able to stick on whatever character you wanted. And the Beautiful You, which I am working on as well, has that swimming mermaid, so you can always print that out and put that in the middle for yourself. Yeah, the scenes are a lot of fun. So that's what I was saying before, because I'm definitely a designer because I, put everything. Oh, I've got something in my eye. I put everything together, but I like that's where I sort of cross over. I can't draw, but I can take someone's drawings and really work together with them. It comes from many years of being a photographer and retouching newborns. Yeah, it's definitely a skill. And it's something that when I'm in the mood, it's really calming and really relaxing. And when I had COVID, like the worst of COVID, I just couldn't do it. I honestly had no idea how I would just stare at that, because I think I did that not long after I recovered from COVID, which is why it was delayed, because I just couldn't do it. So yeah, thank you so much for all those comments. I'm going to actually swap over now to, my eye. I'm going to swap over to another one so I can go and find out what's going on with my eye. And this other one, it's a bit longer, because I was sort of, sometimes when I'm doing them, decisions don't go as I expect. So the next one I'm going to show you, this is the final version, but it doesn't have anything in the windows yet. So that was, huge on its own. So I'm going to flick this on. I'm going to go and fix what's in my eye. So if it takes a little bit longer for me to come back, I will be back. But let me just flick this on and you can enjoy the second one. Hey, sorry, I've just had eye drops and all sorts of stuff. Thank you so much. I just want to bring up some of the comments that people were making. I did get asked what program was used. I did answer it in the comments, but I am using Photoshop for these. So we have a Photoshop subscription here, so I'm always using the most current, which means like all the warp tools and everything like that are the most, because I went through a huge update and not too long ago. And yeah, so this is the level of detail that we put in our kits. This is what I don't know. I mean, I feel like we put a lot of detail into that. So one of the things that's important to us is not only that there's a lot of diversity in our kits, which can't wait to get the beautiful you back up and running, but that you've got one-of-a-kind pieces of art to use within your planners and within your designs and your creations. So a lot of work goes into creating that art. And yet again, so once, sorry for the ripping on paper, sorry, on the microphone. But what I do want to show is, so for example, like that is that same artwork there, but I've had to completely like shuffle things around to fit on there. And yet again, it's on, where is it? Here, but it's not exactly the same. So once again, this way, there we go. Once again, I've had to completely shuffle that around so that it works for those boxes. So everything is completely engineered, re-engineered, redesigned for this specific purpose. So yeah, thank you so much. And like comments like this from Cindy really just make my day. It makes me feel like it's all worth it. It really makes you appreciate it, the kits so much more. Yeah, you can see in some of those, like, I make decisions and I'm like, hold on, this isn't working. So, because the original one, I was like, I'm going to have a flower shop here. I'm going to have the blue, which was the floral shop from Country Cottage. And then the pink one. And then I was going to have a, not a magic shop, because Dream Chaser isn't actually like magic, but like that sort of, I was going to have a purple shop on this side, and I thought, well, that's really great for an all over, but it doesn't really work for that kit. So you can sort of see me making decisions there and going, oh, hold on, and then having to, you know, drop in and drop out of sort of designing, and I'm sort of looking through all my artwork, and I'm picking up artwork from previous kits and all that as well. Why are you going to France, Michael? What did I miss? Totally agree, Cindy. The number of hours involved and the skill is impressive. Thank you so much, Karen. And yeah, Helene, it absolutely is very intensive work, but I love it. And I like to think that that's what attracts people to us, instead of just, you know, getting it just drawn and just throwing it on some paper and sending it out. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I know a lot of people who do that, and there's definitely a lot of talent involved in being able to put together kits and things like that with art. But I like to think that one of our differences is that we make these beautiful compositions, we make these beautiful pieces of artwork. Hopefully anyway. No wonder you couldn't work with COVID. That amount of detail work and concentration looks insane. Yeah, I honestly couldn't even open my eyes for long enough, and it takes me a while to warm up when I'm designing them. So that that shop, I think, took me a couple of days to complete. I think it was like 6 or 7 hours in total once you count in, where is it? So like all the bits and pieces. And like if you have a look at hold on, which hand is it? It's this one. If you have a look at like these here, these are also compositions. So they're compositions within compositions. I actually have this as a separate one too. So because they're all given to me separately as well. And part of it is I'm a pain with my artists, so I ask them for layered files so I can do all the compositions and all the rip togethers and things like that. The funny thing is that a lot of this art is also used in the upcoming Riviera kit. So I'm creating a town. I'm literally creating Riviera, and I am recording it. And you know, Michael pops in and he's like, how's the Riviera kit coming along? And I'm like, the Riviera wasn't built in a day. / Rome wasn't built in a day. We are getting there. I am literally building a city. This is so good to watch. I used to be a photographer and I miss playing with Photoshop more than I miss taking photos. Tracy, yeah. So absolutely, that's one of my one of the skills that I found that I've brought over most is my Photoshop skills. And I live in Photoshop more now than what I ever did before. And I've learned so much more now than what I ever had. And there's been so many updates which have made things so much easier. Like, just the stuff that you can do now with Photoshop is insane. And I've been using Photoshop since I think I got introduced to it when I remember the job. I remember seeing it for the first time. I was on work experience. I would have been 16. That's a lot. That's like 23 years ago. I need those little, like the confused like math signs around me. And so yeah, I've been using Photoshop for like 23 years ish. It makes you appreciate how long it takes to get things posted. Yes, absolutely. And it truly is a labor of love. Food, Sammy, you made me hungry. Sorry. Oh, okay. What's involved in choosing what elements to have your artist make, since they're all individual? I drive my artists crazy. So I'll look at a whole bunch of inspiration, from stock photos to other planner kits, to clip art kits, and walking through my local shops, watching videos online, TV shows, everything is inspiration. And then I use an app called Miro, and it's basically a huge whiteboarding app. And I paste down. So whenever I see something that I love, I paste it down, and it's all organized by theme. And then when I get to a theme, I pull all those pieces out, and literally it's like my brain's exploded. So I then need to take them from really loose concepts and work on briefs, and then I brief my artists and they add their notes. So they're translating what I'm saying into to artworks, and then they send me, then they upload a sketch, and I approve a sketch, and I say, or I draw over it really poorly and say, this is what I want changed because I've got in my head exactly how I'm going to use it. Now, the fun thing is that sometimes when I get the image, it's still not either what I had in my head, or what I had in my head doesn't work. So then I've got to, either change completely what I had in my head and make something completely new, or I have to modify the art to work. And I've been modifying art, not to this extent, but to a huge extent, even when I was using scanned in pieces of actual watercolor art. You just have never really seen it before. A lot of, sometimes the elements, I'll pick an element to go in, I'll request an art piece to go in, and once I've got it, all the artwork, I'll then go, oh, well, actually, I don't want this, but I'll put it in like my bank and I'll use it for a future kit. And our art is actually really quite expensive because we pay artists really well for what they do. Like, we really value our artists. They're amazing, incredible, and they're a valuable part of our business. So and because I give them hell. That's why you're going to France. Because it reminds me of a bakery and cafe district. I stumbled upon it into Paris one time, so I am off to get some pastries. Oh, bring back enough for me. I apologize for any weight that anybody puts on during the sweet art kit. You can now understand why I did. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm hoping that explains a little bit more why things take so long to do here. Where I'm not just taking like a fully formed piece of art and throwing that down. And like, I think, I feel like, I hope I have the recording of this somewhere, this mug. I don't think I do, but I know I have the one of, because I came across it the other day. I know I have this one. So I'll have to, I might load that onto like Instagram and share it as a story. Just to show how like crazy detailed it is, even when I'm starting with amazing artwork. Oh, am I the only one who thought that Photoshop was a term? It's become a term. So it started off as a term, as a program, but because it's literally the most popular program to do photo editing and all that in, it's become I Photoshop this, it's just like a thing now. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much for all your wonderful comments. It's it's really exciting to see what everybody thinks of those coming, like those of how we put art together. So I do want to show you, for example, like on our next kit, let me see if this comes up. So on Riviera, for example, all these, that fountain that's in the background, all of the art, I'm pointing to it and I'm not even on screen, all of the art, so every one of those flowers is a separate piece of art that's then been laid on top of the fountain to mix it in together. And the same on the on the shutters. So those shutters are actually from a different kit which we've repurposed for this kit. You notice that we've got the brick flooring again, but it's done in sandstone to match the Riviera feel. And we've got George. So yeah, it's there's a lot of work in there, but I love it. I really do. Okay, let me jump on to show and tell. I hope this exported properly because I haven't looked at the exported file. And then I will do some Q&A after show and tell. Where is show and tell? Hopefully you can hear me again. Michael just told me that I lost sound, and hopefully I've just fixed it. Sorry about that. So what I was saying is, I can't remember when it cut off, but oh yeah, here's show and tell. I'm about to do. Feel free to ask questions, and I will answer the questions once I finish show and tell. Okay. So this first one is a rainy day spread, and I can totally relate to this because it has been absolutely pouring down here in Brisbane. So thank you so much to Louise for sharing. I love this Easter spread from Ellie. This is so adorable, and I love how you've used the sidebar. It's so pretty, and that you've used also the skinny washi from Hugo. It's so cute. Next up, we have a monthly spread by Jennifer Field, and I love the creative design in a lot of these, and I also love the window on the side. So that's gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing. Tracy did a gorgeous sweet art spread, and I love that you've used and this is how I designed it. So unfortunately, because of the size of the packaging and the box and everything like that, I can't do a full-size divider for every size planner, but I love that you've printed out because that's how I imagined it working. And if you want, you can always print a bigger one as a divider. As a bookmark. Sorry, did I say who that was from? That was from Tracy. And then next up we have, where is it? One from Laurie, and Laurie did a really cool, I loved how these two kits work together. So it was Note to Self and Sweet Art together, and I thought that they just worked perfectly. So I'm actually wanting to pull out my Note to Self kit and have a play with that. The Leslie has done a gorgeous goal planner in an A5 rings. I really enjoyed this one too. I thought it was fantastic. I love how all the boxes have just really come together. So you've got a mix of the decorative art, the functional boxes. It's brilliant. I love it. Next up we have and this spread is amazing. So this is one of the things I love seeing people use the scenes, because, and I guess now you can sort of understand why, is because I put so much work into them. I love seeing how creative people are with them, and sometimes I'll have something in my mind. I'll be like, oh, I wonder if somebody picks up on that, and a lot of the times people do, which is wonderful. But I really love this, pulling the street together. It's so cute. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for sharing and creating, Kelly. And that's also in like a planner. So just because you're creating this stuff doesn't mean it has to go on a wall or whatever. Your planner's your space. You create with it however you want. This got me. This was so cute, and you can't completely see because it's centered, but off to the left on this, it's actually got a big bunny, and there was a whole bunch of decorations done in her in Jennifer's classroom. So that was adorable. I cannot believe this got used in a classroom. I would love to know what the kids thought. That's wonderful. I hope it made them happy and they love the cute little bunnies. Karen, so Itsy Crafty made this gorgeous Easter weekly spread. I love the sidebar. I'm pretty sure that's the sticker. And I love how you got the cute little bunnies at the bottom, and you've used the washi, and you've cut down. So this is the other thing too. You've cut down the weekly, what's it called? The weekly date headers, which is brilliant. Like, they can be cut down and used in other planners. It's all up to how you want to use them. And I'm pretty sure that you've used the side that you cut. If you look at the 17th, It's the flag bit that's been cut off. So instead of just having the one stick, you've then got two. Leslie, I really loved this layout, the gratitude and affirmations journal. It's so fresh, it's so clean, it's so beautiful. It's just, can you plan for me? Your writing is so neat. And Tamika, this layout of the Dream Chaser kit, wow, this was stunning. I really, really enjoyed this too. So thank you so much for sharing that as well. And I believe I've got one more. And the last one is by Kelly again. And this is a gorgeous layout. I really love the bottom washi and how you've actually cut it up to fit within the boxes, but it sort of ties it all together. And then you've got the sidebar on the right hand side, and the washi, and it's just really, like, that's a really cool layout. I love it. So thank you so much to everyone who shared. Thank you. Like, that's incredible. I love seeing how everything's made with what we produce here. So there's been a couple of questions come through, and I believe Michael's answered a few, but I'll also just bring up the answers up here. This has probably been asked, came in late. Any chance of a Sweet Art melody? Yeah, we're working on melodies later. To be honest, Sweet Art, Planner Love, and another kit that I'm working on in the future all have a similar color scheme. So I'm actually thinking about grouping things by color scheme and then having planners which work across schemes, if that works. I don't know. I shouldn't have said that because it's still a really random, loose thought in my head. But if I make one for Planner Love, it would work for Sweet Art. So, and vice versa. So there's a few different things I'm thinking about when I'm designing at the moment. Like a few people mentioned earlier about doing a melody every 3 months. That's, that then feeds into the whole, well, if there's, color schemes that fit across, then that really works well. But then if somebody doesn't like pink or that specific color scheme, then it's really hard to sort of, are they going to opt out for 3 months? It gets a bit scary. But yeah, anyway, it's all something that we're currently working on the next bunch of releases, but I'm also doing, a million things at once. So more melodies are coming. Can we use rewards? Michael has answered this, but I'll read it out just in case the comments don't, sometimes they don't stay when we push it live. So we're still having problems with the rewards working for subs. So, yeah. Yes, that's rather brilliant. Like how Books and Botanicals also works with Country Cottage, or how Under the Stars works so well with Dream Chaser. Yeah, and naturally as a designer, I naturally have color schemes that I migrate towards. Like this for me is my favorite color scheme. Can you tell? Like it's just where I'm really comfortable. Blues I'm not comfortable in, but I love designing in them. Greens, I struggle with as a color. I have no idea why. And I also love doing browns, and like we're coming into fall for overseas, and that makes sense, right? Yeah. We're coming into fall for overseas. So there's actually, you'll start to see some fall colors also come through into Riviera, which I pulled in afterwards. And then we will be having a fall kit as well. So yeah, there is so much coming, but we need you all to stay subscribed, tell your friends, get them in, so that way we can keep producing pretty things, and also buying stuff that's coming up onto the into our shop. The Luxe inserts are great, even if you don't have that kit. If you're wanting a little bit of deco as a non-subscriber, that's a really cheap way to get some bits and pieces added. We've also got some more digital kits on the way once I catch up, and some other products which, if you're not a subscriber, there's like digital weekly kits and things like that as well. And I haven't forgotten about the weekly mini kits as well. Yeah, love the pink and blue. Like I mean, pink's just what I do. And it's funny because I hated pink as a child at one point because I went through this whole big Barbie thing and then I got over it. And then I just went blue and tomboy. And, you know, it's a mood thing. But I love pink and blue together. Like pinks and blues are like, yeah, I swear. And then purple's in between that. So how much of a pretty gradient is that? And then you've got my first favorite gradient, which is like peach and sort of almost yellow, like that sunset yellow to peach to pink. Pretty. Anyway, lots of stuff coming. Give me all the pink. Yes, I could easily do pink all year, but I don't because I know some people don't like it, but it's very difficult. And I try my best to intermingle. Like, so for example, like let's have a look at the colors that I've been using. So, and there's always going to be some colors which are more prominent than others. So for example, Australiana wasn't pink, but it did have pink options in there. Oh, I love this. I've converted. Did I convert you? Can I just say that I did? I hated pink, but I love it now. I've grown into pink too. It wasn't a color I liked as a child, and now it's my favorite. I'm just going to take credit. But I try and, oh my gosh, look at all these books. I can't believe I've made so many of these already. I feel like I've been just like in a coma, just designing, not realizing how far through I am. But like, as you can see, there's actually a really good spread. Let me actually put it on the other camera. This camera. So there's actually been, so like, you know, your purples, your blues, and you got your pinks, your peaches, and greens. And then you've got more your greens, your yellows, your browns, sort of like your nature colors, but there's still something in there for people who don't like those colors. Does that make sense? And it's the same with, I think, like this one, even though it was all those pinks and peaches, there was still some more neutral. And this one, it's even, oh, I've been busy in this one, obviously. I've done a lot out of this one. There was a purple spread there, and okay, that's not my demo book. That's my actual playbook. So yeah, and then there's this one, which was, this was back before I did more variation within the kits, but even on this, you can see that there's, you know, there's something different in the kit space as well. This one had a really big variation. So we had the blues and greens, and there's the blues and greens again. And then we had this gorgeous neutral spread. So there's still something in there for everyone. This again is based on the older artwork, but you've got your browns and your naturals, and then you've got your, like your golds sort of colors. So, and more neutrals and greens, and then your pinks and reds. So I do try and spread them out a bit. And this one, like, this is all your really, really purples. So your purples and your blues, and, you know, and it's still, like, even though it's purples and blues, it's still so different to this one. And also, this was purples and blues, and they're three that are so totally different. But yeah, as I mentioned, like, there's some kits that just naturally do sit well together, like those two. These two do sit really well together. This one does as well, but you sort of intermingle it. Those two work well together as well. And really, it's all just how you end up using it. But like, look how many books I've got already. Oh my gosh. And then there's Mermaid Shawls on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. Whew. Is that right? Is that all of them? Wow. Then I've got to do Halloween, Christmas, Riviera, and the next, I'm still finishing off Riviera. I apologize. I am still trying to catch up, so it will be a little bit late. There's a little late nights at the moment. But actually, there's not a lot of late nights because Indy's wanting me to go to sleep. Indy's wanting me to go to sleep with her so Elsa can sleep with her. But I am catching up. But yeah, there's a lot in there. Okay, let me see. I have no strong feelings about pinks. Come on, Katie. I can make you love the pink. Love the pink. Peach and Sage was the color combo of my childhood, and I do really love it, even though I'm a purple aqua girl now. Yeah, that's awesome. I really like Peach and Sage. Like, I think, is it This, I know it's not a sage, but it sort of touches. Sage is like a frosted light green from memory. So, and this has got the peaches in it. Oh, I'm so happy I managed to get a Northern Lights book. Hey, Michael, is there any of those books left? I wish I had at least one of each that exists. Yes, this is what I said to Michael. I'm like, I need another one. He goes, but you've got one right there. And I'm like, yeah, I need one that's untouched. That's perfect, because when I go to demo something and I go, oh, look at this spread, and I go, crap. Oh, Tracy. I did a thing and I exported it. Okay, I think you might like this. Let me see if I can drag it across to my computer, because I want to show you. Okay, I can't do it live because I've got to do a few things to it, but there is a dated header printable, which is going to be in the old style, which you'll be able to download. That is coming, and that is coming in a variety of sizes to match the new insert. So the idea was, once the insert's done, now I've got a whole bunch of stickers that you can purchase that go with it. Super exciting. Yeah, I don't generally do like fluorescent pinks. I try and make all my colors just sort of gel together. I try. I do my best. Time flies. It really does. Bright jewel tones for me. I struggle with brights. I really do. I bow down to anybody who can do them. I struggle with them. Note to self was a pink and a sage. Oh, there you go. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Oh, there we go. There's Northern Lights books left. There are a few of the others too, but Masquerade in particular is starting to get lower numbers. If you want the books, now is the time to get them. Because like, yeah, so pretty. So pretty. Oh yay. Oh, we're liking the idea of the dated printable headers. Yes. Yeah, so I had to make sure that I got the inserts done first, because I wanted to make sure that they fit. And this is why I was trying to condense the inserts down, because I knew that if I had too many sizes of inserts, I was then going to have to create a different printable for every single size. And it's okay for vertical blocks because it's a size, but when you start getting into horizontals, they're all different. And then if you want to do boxes to fit the actual size boxes, they're all different. Yay. But it's all coming, as well as a whole bunch of other bits and pieces. So I am currently dual computering, so that I can have one like batch exporting, which is why the inserts are coming, while I'm also designing Riviera, which is exciting. And yeah, it's all happening. So yeah, we haven't, at the moment I'm really digging sort of like this ribbon design. So, and because I can't do them for everything, like I can't do more than one. And I know some people don't even use the date covers, so I don't want to put any more in of date covers, but printable will be a friend. And if you don't have a printer, as I've said before, go to there'll be a print release with it. Go to your local Officeworks, Staples, Michael's. I know Staples do in the US. I don't know about Michael's. Get them printed there. Get them to print it onto sticker paper. If you've got a printer but you don't have sticker paper, print it onto normal paper, cut it down, glue it in. The one cool thing which I did want to show you is, because the printables, the date headers in the printables are all straight cuts, I've actually put guidelines. So they're super easy to cut by hand. You don't need a cutter for them. If you do have a cutter and you want to fussy cut them, go for your life, but it's not needed. I have got the ruler marks in there to make it super easy for you. Question, any charms to match themes where we have, sorry, let me say that again. Yeah, I need food. Wow, look at the time. Any charms to match themes we already have, like, okay, if you don't want to hear what the bonus item was for Sweetheart, could you please just look away for 2 seconds or 2 minutes and close your ears, turn off the sound. So we did a charm for Sweetheart, which I absolutely love. I feel like I need to make more of these because these are some of my favorite bits and pieces that are coming out. It's something that I definitely want to do when I do extra releases. But yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Dream Chaser on Notable, a few minutes behind the live. So nope, that hasn't been asked yet. Yeah. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we want to put up there. The problem is it's just me and Holly designing on Notable. She ended up with a claw hand after drawing for me like crazy last week, so that we can try and catch up, because before I got COVID, Holly got COVID, and we had school holidays, and Holly's also got children, and her kids are really heavy into dance, and they've had to Stanfords and all that sort of stuff. So the problem is the two of us are also frantically trying to get Planners Anonymous and all of our kits back on schedule. But I have plans. We are so excited for the next lot. It's literally just a time thing. Apparently people need to sleep, and Michael's excited because we're talking about Notable, and he wants more stuff on Notable. Do you want it? You can bring a chair in. There you go. There's some space for you. Let me hide that. Is that
No, I was just going to volunteer to do some designs. I've been playing with Photoshop. In 4 months, I've made one piece of artwork, and it's kind of okay, but also kind of crappy. Give me another 4 to 5 months.
It's a bit different to our kind of cool, sort of rare, kind of crappy. We don't want that on the website. Well, that was your tagline that you came up with.
It was. All right, I'll show my stuff out.
No, well, I was just explaining, which I'm sure you heard, which is why you galloped. He galloped in here. He was so excited. Lisa says hi.
Hello.
Is that we desperately wanted to get the chair, because we're about to finish anyway, so you may as well get comfy. We're desperately wanting to do some more Notable bits and pieces. I love the way he came running in. Yeah, he was galloping. You smell good.
I just ate chocolate. I after having 2 weeks of no sugar.
Oh, that's why you came galloping in.
Had a piece of chocolate.
Yeah, so we want to do...
I had a craving and I gave in. I feel bad. Now I'm going to eat...
Treat yourself.
Now I'm going to eat a tuna steak for lunch.
I'm going to close the door while you're cooking that.
I'm replacing sugar with omega-3s.
Oh. Cannot do tuna and salmon.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Right.
So what we were saying was, because I was asking about Dream Chaser, and a few other people I think also mentioned just Notable in general. So we have been talking, because we've been so flat out, like Holly, is a person and has a claw currently. The claw! Anybody watch Liar Liar? One of my favourite movies.
Get smart. The original racist humour.
Oh.
Claw, not crawl.
Oh, let's not talk about that here.
I mean, it's for the era. It was funny. It's regrettable, but claw. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I was talking... The claw! It's the claw! Do you remember Liar Liar? The claw.
No.
Oh.
I haven't watched
Obviously
Liar Liar. Jim Carrey doesn't much appeal to me.
No, but he's... I really like him in that.
I prefer Maxwell Smart and Agent 99.
Well, they're funny. For their time anyway.
Except for the casual racism and sexism and misogyny and all that stuff. That's not good, but...
No.
You separate it out.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this. So it's... So they were asking about Dream Chaser on Notable, which is definitely something we want to do. I'm desperately wanting to put this up too. So these are two.
What's this?
This is Sweetheart. Well, not the books, because obviously we can't do those through Notable.
No, it'd be like $100 through Notable.
Yeah, I know, right? At least. That's if we could find... Nobody would cut like that.
Well, it's like $5 per page.
Yeah, how many pages? 12. What's 5 times 12?
No, that's what we get charged.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah,
then,
that's true.
Then we have to pay taxes, and we have to pay credit card fees, and we have to pay...
Shipping.
that gets paid by the customer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it would just be absolutely
It'd be crazy.
impossible, even if they would cut and print and ship. Which actually, like a lot of... you actually brought up a really good point. Because the books are actually really good value. So how much are they on the website for?
It varies on the book depending on what cost we paid, but they're about $32.
So that's Australian. So what's that in...
I don't know.
I think it's like 23 or 24 or something.
No, it's not that. The exchange rate's about 25 now. Although, if you're in America, the exchange rate's gone in your favour, so you're going to get some bargains for a little bit.
Yeah.
Shop
up. So, like, a lot of... So, for a sticker sheet of this size...
What?
It's the bonus item. You've got to warn people. I do content warnings before I show them. Okay, content warning.
Michael's back.
The bonus item.
Don't
do that.
It doesn't go on anywhere.
It doesn't, yeah.
Wait, I got it.
While he's doing that, oh, there we go. Can you put that away? Because, like, I actually did a content warning telling people, because not everybody wants to know what it is until it arrives.
Listen, if I'm on camera, people know I'm a loose cannon. See what you have to put up with?
Thank you. Well, you can do that. You just got to let people know.
Has Indy seen that?
I hope. Well, probably not, because I still have it.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. She has tried to take this, though.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
So you were talking about Notable and how you really, really want to put Sweetheart and Dream Chaser up on the site, but you and Holly both have no time.
Well, actually, before you brought up a really good comment was this, so a sheet from a lot of people of this size is actually like $5 per sheet anyway. And I know that they're people who are creating them at home, but as you've seen, we actually put a lot of work into them, even though we're getting them cut and printed elsewhere. So yeah, that's a lot of our costs are actually in time, right? And artwork and for like product as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And taxes.
Listen,
I mean, I like having healthcare, but
well, not just health care,
and roads
and
civilization,
police, and all that stuff.
See,
True.
One piece of sugar.
It's a true fact. 2 weeks off sugar and a little bit of sugar, and
you're bouncing off the walls. You're like me.
No, I'm not. I don't have that much energy.
But yes, anyway, back to Notable. This definitely we want to put up because we have had a lot of people saying that they want this up. This we definitely want to put up. We've also been working on some stuff which didn't make it up for Mother's Day, unfortunately. Sorry. Life. I can blame COVID for that because that was COVID. It didn't it? Wasn't it? No.
Don't worry about it.
I've been down out with it for a while. Anyway, there is a lot that we want to put on Notable. Notable has just had to take a break because Holly and I are a limited resource. And yeah, she currently has a claw. And I am currently building a city. And building Rome. Well, the French Riviera. Or the Riviera. Look at all my books. Look at how many I've made. Well, I didn't make one. I sort of edited one of them. But I made all the other ones.
Pretty.
They're pretty. I need more.
Yeah.
I was just saying I need to do a Christmas one, a Halloween one, and maybe a couple of baskets when I get time. Oh my gosh, I'm never going to sleep.
Kate's got a good idea. We could have my catchphrase shirt. It's true. Very true.
Yep. Yeah, how you've been on the live for not even like a quarter of it and you still bought the thunder.
That's all I need. Lightning Michael, that's what they call me.
One of the things I've been working on in here is actually getting the lighting and everything. So I don't know if you can see that this is actually a light strip that keeps changing colour. I did download an app so I could do like a thunder strike. I just need more lights in the room, which I was going to have with a sound effect for when you entered the room. I just haven't worked it out yet.
I'd be like Thor.
Yeah. I thought you'd like that.
Can we have a hammer?
Hammer! We finally watched... Okay, personal thing.
Feel a bit like Thor at the moment.
We finally watched Avengers Endgame and what's the one before? What was it called?
The one where Thanos wins.
People might not have watched it. We've only just watched it. Anyway, I cried.
If people haven't watched the Avengers saga and they're truly sad about it, then they probably shouldn't be watching us. They should be watching the Avengers. We've taken that much time as a movie, so if you haven't watched it, switch off us next week and watch that. And Thanos wins. It's great.
Get the man a donut. Lightning Michael. Yes. I know, right? Stress.
So that was a long-winded way of saying if you guys don't design for Notable, I will. I managed.
Elsa.
It's not that bad. Wait.
Where are you? I need my sister's dog.
Wait.
Elsa. Where is she?
She's outside.
I'm having a mild panic attack here. Where's Elsa? Elsa, you're meant to calm me down when I'm like this. People, he cannot be trusted to design. I bear no responsibility for things that do not print correctly. If he is left in charge of design, the man is a smart man. He is great at the wordings and all the things. But...
Excuse me.
Hey, I helped you with that though.
I am perfectly capable. No, I did these on my own. I took your file and I ignored it.
Right.
I'm perfectly capable of designing.
So
I designed these lovely pants.
These are bubble guppies. Yeah. Why don't you step back? Put them over the top of your pajama pants. They all know you're in pajamas and they're nice pants, so it doesn't matter. Let's give it up. Stand back. Behind, eep, 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 eep. And you want to go this way. This way. Wrong way. Yeah. There we go. So they're Bubble Guppies pants for Lockie.
For Lachlan.
They would look like they'd almost fit you.
Yeah, they're an extra small.
Or at least
small.
Me.
They're an extra small. I would probably need a medium.
Not this way for me, but this way for me.
So Lachlan loves the Bubble Guppies, so I designed him a pair of pants, which he refuses to wear, and a rash vest.
Which he loves to wear, because his old Rashy was dying.
His old Rashy was dying. So, yeah, I reckon I could probably do it. So long as you're happy with, plain colours.
Dots and stripes. Wavy stripes.
That's totes in my ballpark.
Totes is.
And I learnt how to do a gradient and not to call it a vignette.
No. Oh my gosh, I just look like a thumb.
And I'm working... And I'm working on a gradient involving many colours, so...
Oh, be careful.
Yeah, I've got an idea. I don't want to share it with you. I'm going to spoil the surprise. Gonna make you a dress and then force you to wear it on a date.
I love you too.
It's going to be one of those dorky husbands like...
Oh no, is it one with your face all over it?
I've laid out your clothes for our date.
If it's one of those ones where your face is all over it,
yeah, it is.
I will wear it on the live and say, this is what he wants me to wear.
Challenge accepted.
Should have known that won't actually turn him off and it'll actually encourage him.
Anyway, so there's some items that we're working on. We got these for two reasons. One, because we wanted to get something really great for Lachlan, and two, because we wanted to just check out a few things on these.
Yeah, we wanted to see what the quality of a lot of the stuff is, so we get them done for us first.
My point on these and why I shouldn't be left to design was...
What was that?
Just wait. I thought there's a part of the design where you can add a label to the back, and I messed it up because the label to the back that I got ended up...
What is it?
In the foot, and it says Lachlan's pajamas.
Whoops.
So
well, it's still got his name on it, which is good for school.
Yeah, I don't quite know how I managed that.
Have you shown him it? Did he like it? He would have liked that. No?
No, he did not.
Oh.
But anyway, this is example A as why I shouldn't be driving the thing. Because...
And Holly and I both have our strengths and weaknesses, so we complement each other really well when it comes to design. So there's some things that I'm better at and some things Holly is obviously better at, so we need to be able to work together. And before Notable launched, we were both working in here on Notable days and swapping work backwards and forwards. We will get back to that. Yeah. So, yeah. So more Notable coming, more everything. Christmas, Halloween is absolutely happening this year. Absolutely.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, there'll be a Christmas.
Are we doing stuff for Christmas?
It depends on
I've
Russia,
got
really.
artwork already.
That's a different question. There'll be a Christmas probably. Or a nuclear winter, one or the other. It'll be fine.
I prefer that. That's okay. I'm not anxious at all.
No, it'll be fine.
Well, let's not bring it up.
All right then.
Yeah. So
There'll be a Christmas. There'll be a Halloween
coming. I'm also working on the.
We shall dress up as
additional release
characters. I'm gonna be Zap Brannigan from Futurama.
Wearing velour as a really short skirt.
Oh, I got the belly for it now too.
That'll take you like a week to work off. It's not even that big of a belly. The way you work out once you decide that you're going to work out.
Gone from wearing small t-shirts to mediums.
I know. But you'll get back there again. If you want to. I'm sure you want to. Because of how upset you've seemed about it. But once you put your mind to it, you and the exercise is insane. Like, you're so good at it. I can barely walk around the block. Although I have been doing that, and I'm so proud of myself.
We'll dress Elsa as Nibbler.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. And give it the two pokey Eddie eyes.
Yeah.
That's Nibbler, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elsa cameo appearance. I keep calling her. I have no idea where she is.
She would poo space fuel. That's how that works.
If only.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's pretty much. Oh, that's why you said what we dress up Elsa as.
Yes.
And I'm missing that I would wear those as for Dr. Seuss PJ Day.
Yeah.
I don't know Dr. Seuss well enough.
Because these are really cool, fun, kind of, and they're like.
They really are.
These are technically tracksuits, but I designed them as pajamas. They have pockets.
I got pockets. Snack holes.
Pockets.
Snack holes.
Conveniently hand-sized.
I've got Indy calling them snack holes now. She got dressed in her winter school uniform. Sorry, we're just like chatting now. In her winter school uniform, and she's like, Mum, look at all the snack holes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm like, when we had a blazer, they sewed up our pockets.
For appearances.
They must have thought that it was so long ago that we were witches and they would hide our posh.
I am really hungry. That's why I ate sugar, and I'm going to eat something proper. Would you like something as well?
Oh, you said tuna, didn't you?
Tuna steaks.
No, thank you. No.
All right.
No. Anyway, we're going to go. Thank you so much for chilling out with us and then just chatting and like hanging out with us at the end, because like we did a whole bunch of sneaks and previews and chatting about really cool stuff. Yeah. You'll have another shipping update on Wednesday afternoon.
Yes, I'm expecting by Wednesday all of the subs for Sweet Art will have gone out, and I will have very clear direction on when
Riviera?
No.
Mermaid Shores?
Mermaid Shores will be being shipped. I'm expecting...
Well, hopefully, depending on what happens with China at the moment.
Well, I expect... I just interrupt you. I'm expecting Mermaid Shores will ship the last week of May, but I do not know.
Yeah, we're slowly catching up, and yeah, it sucks, but yeah, thank you all for persisting with us. Now you can kind of understand why we do, with those why it takes so long to produce art, because we, yeah, but more stuff coming. We're so excited. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thanks for all the love. Keep sharing in our group, because we love those. And share, not just in our group, share on Instagram and tag us so that way more people see it as well. And on TikTok.
Oh, hey, we forgot to do the YouTuber thing. You got to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, ring the bell.
The buttons.
I don't know what ring the bell is, but everybody says that on YouTube.
Buttons on the left, right? So it's going to be there.
Underneath the us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.